Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Project Zomboid episode 68, which originally aired live on Twitch. Where's the stupid... Where's the mortar? Oh, I left it in the box over there. Duh! I remember, like, leaving it in a place that makes it easy for me to make more poultices and then forgot that I put it there. Of course. It's weird. It was grayed out until I started crafting it. Alright, let's remove bandage. Actually, let's remove the splint too. Apply the poultice. Apply the bandage. And apply the... Oh, no, remove the bandage. Apply the splint. And a pet tusk. Hey, girl. That's you. That's you. Come here. So that people can see me actually petting you. You're just gonna hide behind Yoda? Fine, whatever. This is her. She's being shy. Well, that's a well cared for leg right there. Actually, if you look at my gait, it's a little less severe, maybe? I don't know, I'm still pretty hobbly. Park it in the main warehouse. I could also use it as a barricade for doors and the like. Alright, gonna back up the save, and then I'll start working on the, repairing the current vehicles minus the Reliant Robin, because that is clearly not a vehicle I should worth to save. Yeah, fixing the cars does net multiple skills. That's true. It is a bit of a metalwork. In fact, I might even want to read the metalwork first. Most of the mechanics stuff to fix the cars won't be metalwork, but the like hood and trunk and stuff will. So it might be in my best interest. Oh, actually, given the time, let me reboot the game too, so I avoid the death hiccups. That's what I'm going to call them now. No Sledge yet? Nope. Hey, bud. Oh, wow. The poultice already went bye-bye? Are you kidding me? I mean, at least I get the benefit of it or whatever, but like, oof, that was fast. I haven't checked the code. Well, really the problem is like, the game doesn't really tell you what the actual benefits of this stuff is. It's just like, hey, this will be good for you, the injury, but I don't know the math behind that. So stuff like the comfrey poultice, I don't know how much time it removes to my recovery time. But I'm in minor pain, so I know that I'm definitely healing because I was in a lot more pain just yesterday. That is a very, very hopeful indicator. I need the sledge counter. Yeah, apparently I do. I think, honestly, I don't even need a counter. I just can say, sledge not yet found. Um, let's see. I'm going to see if I can actually do that right now. Modifying your UI while you play, harder than it would look. Where'd that UI element go? Okay, interestingly enough, it like disappeared. Let me try this again. There we go. There. Copy and over to the Otacam. Gonna have to place this in. Oh, yeah, there, that's already there. Cool. Well, there you go. Now there's sort of a permanent sludge not found. Okay, on with the reading. Or not. Mr. Williams here wants a meal and a cigarette. You did miss some Tusk snuggles, yes. I got quite a lot of Tusk fur in my mouth. It was a good time. Straighten that spine. You got it, Rhoda. All right, let's cook up some meal. I feel like we're getting healed. The minor pain is a really good indicator. It needs to be bigger. I just don't want to take up too much real estate with relatively static UI elements, because I don't expect that one there to change like anytime soon. I'm hopeful, but I'm also realistically, I doubt that will happen. I just need to write it on my forehead. I think it would be in the shape of an L, right? He who cannot find the sledge is the sledge loser. Fastest cooking ever. One of the wonderful benefits of having a safe house that can't be accessed by zombies is I can fast forward all I want and there's no chance of me being nommed. Spell out SOS sledge on the roof. Alright, so here's the metalwork book that's going to help with the repairing of the vehicles. I know it's going to only leave roughly a full day for the repair, but reading this book is going to be important in order to level up my vehicle repair ability. How to break my femur? I jumped out of a burning building. So I would happily do it again. It was at the very end of last stream, the last maybe 20 minutes. So if you missed that, well, you just had it spoiled for you. But you asked for it. I feel like taking just an entire day to read a book is actually really, really good. Level up flight for next time. I will be sure to do that. To quote a TV show, "I the flying man," or something akin to that. Oh, heroes, you were only good for one season. Oh, I don't want a bowl of water. Darn it. A burning building full of zombies. Yeah, that would be fair. There was a lot of good reasons to jump out of the, Wait, what the heck? Oh, it's in my hand. There was a lot of good reasons to jump out of that building. Because honestly, not jumping out of the building could have easily gotten me more killed. Or killed. I don't know if you can... It's either killed or not killed, but it could have gotten me killed. How's the Jenny doing? It is... Fuel 33, condition 67. 2/3. So, yeah, I mean, I'll refuel it. But it's fine enough to keep running. The writer's strike? Yeah, the writer's strike ended a lot of shows I kind of liked. Or really liked. Like, it also ended Pushing Daisies, which I thought was a really clever show. And then some of the shows that didn't actually end got, like, a lot considerably worse as a result of the strike, because they didn't have good writers writing for him. So, all of a sudden, shows that were once good got terrible. Rip. Alright, so this metalwork book is red. You heard that Pushing Daisies might come back. The worry, though, like, same with My Name is Earl. That was another show that was, I think, wasn't ready to end, and I think the writer's strike might have killed it. That's another one I really like from that era. My only worry about, like, rebooting shows that is often the reboots are bad. They're just uninspired. That all of the passion that the writers may have had at one point is gone, you know? So, as eager as I am to see, like, old shows that, you know, like, I'll put it this way. I really loved Firefly. Firefly, of course, didn't get canceled from the writer's strike or anything. It got canceled because Fox shuffled its time scheduling around until it, and messed with its programming until it killed it. But if they were to reboot, obviously it would be hard because Shepherd Book is dead, like in real life, the actor died. But if they were to reboot it, would it be the same show? Like, no, absolutely not. You'd probably have to honestly recast most of it. And then it wouldn't be the same, you know. So often shows can't be rebooted because they're just kind of gone. Yeah, Firefly was amazing, but yeah, a lot of the times the reboots are bad. There's some reboots that have worked, you know, like Futurama. Worked for Futurama. That got rebooted and it was fine. But it was also cartoon, so relied less on casting. The Game of Thrones had struck for the last season. It seems like it, right? But it was more the fact that that D&D were really good at adapting books. They were terrible at storytelling and writing their own books, as I think was evidenced by the last 2 seasons, which were so bad. So bad. And they weren't even, I would go so far as to say they weren't even bad compared to the rest of the other seasons of Game of Thrones. They were just bad compared to, like, TV. Right? It wasn't like, oh, we expected more out of it. It was like, no, actually, this is objectively terrible storytelling. And you should be beyond ashamed. Okay, so that hood is fixed. Not that that was much. Watch Invincible? No, I haven't yet. Is this van one that was in really... Oh, it's missing a bunch of the... It's missing a rear window, which I ought to work to replace. Middle right window. It needs a rear window heavy duty type. But this van here is in excellent condition. The battery is okay, but the rest of the van is in pretty terrific condition. Let's see if I have a window for it. Oh man, the moving speed here. Whew. It is tough. It's tough to be... Rear wind... Oh yeah, here we go. Perfect. This is exactly the windshield we need. Hopefully with any luck, I can install it on first try. And then that Econo van is basically then mint condition, which is good. How does the mechanics uninstall chance and skill work in this game? So as you level up your skill on mechanics, well, I mean, it scales. So as you become a better at auto mechanic or mechanics trait or mechanics skills, your chances for successful work goes up. Wait, how am I missing this window? Is it not counting my backpack? Oh, no, this is the rear windshield, not the side window. Oh, grabbed the wrong thing. All right. Well, I'm not going to hobble on back there. I'm going to drive this. Can I remove the splint to see how it's faring? Yeah, I could do that tomorrow morning. It's basically just going to tell me that it's still fractured. Fractures, I believe, are just one of those things that they're either fractured or they're not. There's like nothing in between. So it wouldn't really be all that informational. Yeah, let's put this back. Front door, rear windshields. Windshield, no, I don't. Oh, rear door, no, I don't. Because this is not the correct type. This is front window. I don't think this will work. Do you have a clip of how I broke my femur? No, you'd have to just watch the last 20 minutes of last stream. It'd be on there. You had a series end because you fractured your ribs. Oof. Yeah, rear window type. It's looking for a rear window of heavy duty type. So I don't have one. I can't fix this van to be mint, which is fine. It's not my daily driver anyway. Okay, we're gonna want to park this so that it's barricading the stairwell door there. All right, I'm definitely pushed up against it. Any chance of reviving Stationeers after they publish the beta changes to food spoil? Yeah, there's a chance, but it would have to get voted on, just like everything else. The TLDR is that I play games based upon popular votes. So if you take a look at my community polls on YouTube, which I can bring one up now, you'll see pretty obviously that that I just go with what gets voted on. So here was the... how do I share this link? Here is the last community poll, and I'm going to be putting one up tomorrow. At Tusk. My pleasure. Come here, Tusk. I can't reach you. Come here. Tusky! Come on, puppy. Come here, right here. Come on. Oh my god, what is wrong with you? Fine. I'm petting her tail, because she's just being obstinate. Ni hao. just a paw coming from the middle of nowhere. Okay, this step van was the one I recovered from the mall, and it is in terrific condition. So I really don't need to do anything to it. Let me just plan to go to sleep here because it's late. But I'm gonna strip the Reliant Robin for parts. But I probably should park it somewhere where it won't be in the way when I do that. You cannot currently upgrade the cars much to be killing death machines, like zombie killing machines or whatever. But there is some... I saw some prototype mock-ups of what they plan to do. And you know what? Honestly, this taxi is in mint condition. So, of all the vehicles I have, I guess I didn't check one of my box trucks. Park in front of a door and strip it? Yeah, or I could park in front of one of these windows, these sets of windows that I have here, and strip the vehicle. Because then it would act as a physical barricade to prevent zombies from being able to gain access. And honestly, if I had enough vehicles and I could park in front of every single door of this facility, I could hypothetically make the facility zombie-proof. If you barricaded it up enough. So this vehicle is destroyed. Completely and entirely destroyed. And there's not much I can do to fix it because of how messed up it is, but I will fix this step van a little bit. I don't think it's worth too much effort because there's so many step vans and other vehicles at the mall that I could steal. But in terms of leveling up my mechanics, I think the best way to level up my mechanics would be to go around town and strip other vehicles that exist. So I'm going to ask you all, given that my current entourage of vehicles are actually in pretty good condition and there's not much I can do to fix them, do you want me to change... Ooh, seed-bearing cabbages. Do you want me to change the goal to just leveling up my mechanics instead? Because there really isn't a lot of vehicle repair that I need to do unless I'm going to repair this trashed step van that doesn't really provide much benefit because I have two other step vans that are in great condition. Just my 2 cents. I filled up this icy freezer. It has 60 kilos of frozen vegetables in it now. So I'm going to need to set up the other freezer that I've got. I do have another one. But let me go harvest those cabbages before I head to sleep. So here's the quick poll. Should I strip vehicles for skill instead? Yes or no? Because that was a sort of a tied contender goal anyway. Come here, puppy. Come on. Ni hao. Come here. 走吧. Woman 走吧. Woman 走吧. Woman 走吧. 走吧. Good girl. Oh, that was a lot of cajoling. You're a goofball. You're a goofball. Didn't I have... Oh, is this... I think I had another light burn out here. Speaking of my little rant against how quickly the lights burn out in this game. I've already burned out the light here. Think, right? Why can't I right click on this? A light. What's going on? Okay, well, I can't remove light bulb from that light, so I'm just, it's burned. How many languages does Tusk understand? 2, 3, if you're very liberal. She understands English, she understands Mandarin, my broken version of Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin really at all. And then she obviously understands dog. She's very fluent in dog, as most dogs are. Yoda, however, Yoda is not fluent in dog. He doesn't understand dog at all. It's very embarrassing. He doesn't know how to speak to his own kind. I've tried tutoring, but he doesn't get it. But we try not to shame him about his lack of being able to speak dog. Yoda is fluent in cat. That is true. He just has a different subset of skills. Alright, let's water those. Oh, I went in. It's so painful when I forget what I was doing. I was going in for another light bulb, because obviously that light bulb burned out. But I'm so slow that, like, if I forget something like a light bulb, it takes me forever to get back to it. Oh, man. Let me take a few light bulbs. Yeah, another thing I wish they had was the health meter of light bulbs when they were in item form like this. Because I don't know actually what the condition of these light bulbs are. But light bulbs do have a condition where they eventually burn out. Can you speed up healing on that lake somehow? Yes. I can apply comfrey poultices. And I can rest a lot. And I can stay well fed. And before you ask, I do not have any more comfrey to make a poultice. So that option is out. But I've been trying to stay as well fed as I can. And it has caused me to gain a kilogram or 2 since the injury happened. Ding. Much better, right? And then this other one burned out too. Fat Ash is back. Pretty hot and tasty, right? Because zombies. Much better. Ah, much, much better. Now I can hobble in relative light. Oh, such a broken man. I do need lights around here, and that would be something that we'd have to vote on. But it is 2 in the morning. I need a smoke. I need to back up my save. I need to eat another cabbage. And head to sleep. Delicioso. I'm zombie candy? Yeah, with this injury, I would be. If a zombie had munchies, they needn't but ask. Swiggity swooty, they're gonna nibble on my booty. Am I drinking coffee? Yeah, absolutely. I don't have an emote for coffee for no reason. I'll put it that way. Tusk, why are you under my desk? Come back. Into the limelight, where you belong. You're a star. You're a star girl. You thought I was just passionate about the programming language? Well, this game is programmed in Java, and I give this game a lot of crap for its hiccups and crashes and whatnot. JD, is that bits for coffee? Legendary. Bits and gifted subs for coffee? Or you're just being nice. Either way, cheers to you, JD. A one-man cheer squad. Even Yoda's alert. He's like, hey, you haven't done those yet today? I appreciate it. It has been an absolute pleasure to have you as a main character in Frost and Fire. Put it that way. I designed your character to be quite the linchpin of the community, and it has been wonderful. So, I appreciate your patronage, of course. So here we are. I am going to, let me update my my current project here. We are going to be stripping cars. I really hope that the full, okay, it does all fit, because it would be really awkward if all that fit was stripping. I'm going to refill my blowtorch. And nothing like keeping 3 relatively full propane tanks right next to my kitchen. Like, that won't ever be an issue, right? I'll be good, right? I said confidently. And I'll be stripping zombies. Yeah, you're right. I do need that thread. I'm a thread to the zombies. That pun did not work. I blow up the veggies. It's popcorn! That's one thing I'm surprised that they don't have in this game is, well, corn. There's just no corn. It's weird. I'm really curious who was the first one to, like, invent popcorn. Like, oh god, it's on fire. Wait, it makes it tastier. I saw a meme just yesterday that was like, who was the mad lad that came up with, toast? Like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna burn bread, and then when it's done, I'm gonna burn it a second time. It's like, fair point. Toast is a very, very strange concept. It's double burned bread. Yeah, you think, or sorghum wheat or something, you know, there's a lot of crops in this that would otherwise exist in Kentucky that just don't exist in this game. Did someone say corn? What are you, Skith? Alright, while we cook here, what's my next reading material? That's a good question. First aid or farming? Probably farming. Let's see, can I hobble over to my bookcase, get the farming book, and hobble back in time? I should be able to make a single malt. Distilling in this game would be awesome. That I 100% could get behind. Also, because Kentucky is relatively famous for their distilling, their bootlegging, and their moonshining. And I don't think this game has a risk of raising the age rating. It would also make a perfect ability to make stale bread edible again. Yeah. That or, like, being able to trap birds. Right? Because right now you can trap mostly just like hares, rabbits and stuff like that. But if you had bird traps with breadcrumbs and the like, I could totally understand that being a game mechanic. Holy moly, this vegetable stew is very, very filling. One bowl is 50. That is that's a lot if you don't know. That is a lot of nutrition. I almost poured it on the ground there. Okay, so we are gonna go strip cars. Before I do that, let me check on my leg. Out of curiosity. I mean, I'm sure it's just gonna be like, hey, it's still fractured. Yeah, it's still fractured. Yep. fill up the generator before leaving. Oh, I don't need to do that. This generator is like 90% fueled. You need to only fill up your generator like roughly once a week, depending on power usage, but I don't have a lot of stuff drawing from the generator. So my demand, the fuel demands for the generator are pretty low. Well, you can be drunk in this game. You just can't brew it on your own. But you can absolutely get hammered. And in fact, there's a relatively famous challenge in the game where you wake up like naked and hammered, and you have to survive. My light bulbs burn out faster than the fuel does. Yes, that is 100% true. So the redemption for submit a goal or project for Zomboid is now open, and we'll be voting. You could, I'll wait for 6 or 7 to be submitted, and then we'll have you all poll for those choices, where I veto anything that is out of character, duplicate, or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna want to bring this vehicle. I actually like the idea of using this as a barricade, but I can't seem to turn very easily or drive at all. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip it in front of this door here. Or maybe this one, the second one. Oh, driving this thing is really, really awful. How did I ever get this home? Oops. I swear I know how to drive. This thing just does not, it doesn't work. Wow. It is so bad, missing that tire. I could push it with another vehicle and put it into position that way. But it's getting wedged now. Sort of. Really, all that has to happen is it has to be in a position where, oh man, this is really tough. It has to be in a position where zombies can't get out on the other side. And if I can't get out on the other side, zombies can't stand up. So I should explain, I guess, the game mechanics behind this, which is that zombies can't destroy vehicles. Vehicles are actually, like, indestructible, except for the burned out ones. The burned out ones can be disassembled through metalwork. So zombies can't destroy vehicles, but they can crawl underneath them. But if there's no space for them to stand up on the other side of the vehicle, i.e. the vehicle is flush with like a wall or another vehicle, they can't then damage the thing on the other side because they're stuck crawling. Basically, crawling zombies can't do damage if they're crawling. They can't like destroy a door or a wall or something like that. So the way this works is I'm pushing this car against the window so that if zombies wanted to destroy these two windows, they physically could not, because they can't get to the window without, destroying the vehicle. And for now, vehicles are indestructible in Zomboid, so it is a perfect defense, I guess. Does tire screeching attract zombies? It does, but like not by much. I like how there's a random shovel in here. The volume that you hear things and the sound that the zombies perceive them to be aren't in scale, in other words. So a good example of this would be gunshots. Gunshots in the game attract zombies from far and wide, but they're not significantly louder than tire squeal, which barely attracts zombies. And then there's some things that are like deafening in Zomboid, famously, like level up noises. Obviously, that's not going to attract a zombie because, zombies don't hear you leveling up. That doesn't make any sense. But level up noises or microwave going ding. Microwaves are going ding in Zomboid is not a particularly loud event. But so the zombies aren't going to be attracted to it, but they're completely deafening for the player. Same with muffler noises and things like that. Or generators. Generators sound pretty loud, but they're really not loud as far as the game is concerned. So another thing I'm doing is I'm just checking all the vehicles for for stuff in the glove boxes or trunks to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Oh, I can't even get behind this one. Okay, well, the trunk is secured. Where is my jack and lug wrench? I really don't know, because I'm not going to be able to do vehicle maintenance without a jack and a lug wrench, and I don't know where I put them. It's not in the taxi. The tire pump is in the taxi, but not the jack or the lug wrench. Whoa! AA to the AA. Ambiguous amphibian. What a mighty raid. Let's have a little party here. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, welcome. You were last playing Project Zomboid as well. Well, dang. Let me know, what were you playing? What were you doing on your stream? What I'm doing right now is right here. I'm just basically stripping vehicles, and I've somehow managed to lose all my tools. So I am the world's worst mechanic. Can you have a glass of water, please? Sure. Do you know how to teleport it through the internet? Because if you do, I'll send it to you immediately, as long as we can patent your invention. Uh-oh, broken leg. I earned this leg in the most epic way possible, so I'm very... It's honestly a point of pride. My last stream here... cover your ears if you don't want it spoiled. My last stream here, I set the Valley Point Mall on fire, killing thousands of zombies, but then was sort of lost inside the third story of the mall as it was on fire, fighting zombies in the pitch black, and decided that my best way to survive was to jump out of a window of the third story building because it was getting dark, I was getting tired, I was getting fatigued, and I definitely absolutely broke my leg on the way out. It was hilarious. I then somehow managed in the dark to shamble to the exit, shamble to my car, and get home. So the broken leg was honestly, it's a point of pride. And we are maybe 5 days into having a fractured leg, so as you can see, I'm only in minor pain. It has mostly healed. It's still somewhat of a fresh fracture, but I suspect it will heal shortly. What's happening right now is I have a channel point redemption to submit ideas for me to work on. I am in my channel. We sort of have community decided goals, and if you have ideas for me, of course, if you're new to the channel, you might be priced out of it, so I apologize. And then, of course, I have my mascots. Here's one of two. He is the most ridiculously proportioned dog you'll ever meet in your entire life. I'm not entirely sure he's not a fennec fox that somehow had a crossover with a dog. But that is my little puppy, Yoda. He is the source of almost all of my emotes, and I'm a little jealous of him. Hey, Mr. Floof, I summon you. And then the other one's on the right at my feet. Maybe I can summon her. Let's work on let's see, my dog summoning skills. Tusk, you are summoned. Okay, fail. You are summoned. And Hocus Pocus, you have a floating dog. She is imbued with levitation, as you can see, and she is one of my other sidekicks. She is 100% happy and 100% ridiculous. So I have no idea where my car repair materials are. Yeah, she's a levitating dog. She's a pretty girl. I'm the sidekick? Yeah, no, I'm alright with that. I am okay with that. That doesn't hurt my feelings. But welcome, everybody. So, did I miss it? What were you working on in your raid? Ambiguous? Amphibian? Because for me, I'm working very, very slow and not making a whole lot of progress, sadly. Just hobbling around the house, doing house things. Looking for tools that I've misplaced. Did I ditch the car that the things were in? Do I have to drive out? I think the lug wrench and the jack aren't that rare. It's the trucks at the burn. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, hold on, let me see if it's gonna rain anytime soon, because I would be happy to drive back to the mall, but I'd want to drive back to the mall when it was when it's hard rain. Oh, the president of ham. I had a bit of a part of my stream where I kept eating like old ham, and it caused a lot of depression. So I was the captain of depression ham. Depression ham. Some clouds, boo. Come on. Come on, rain. It hasn't rained in game for like 2 weeks or something. No. Okay. No rain on the forecast, unfortunately. Was playing a multiplayer stream? Cool. So then not the latest beta 41 patch, I suspect. But cool. I've never played PZ multiplayer on stream, but I have played 7 Days to Die multiplayer on stream, which, might I add, is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Because the game does not scale up very well. Fun, but nightmare. Yeah, I was actually playing with 0 Day here as one of, 6 other players? Damien, Cheese, Skith. Maybe I shouldn't start naming them because I'll forget some names. But yeah, there was a lot of us. Artie Marty, of course. Come on, taxi. Blah. Was Leth wasn't there. Okay. So I wanted to strip vehicles. Maybe there's some parts in here that I left behind. But I basically, the moron that I am, lost my jack and my, what, seriously, you're gonna be locked to me? I lost my, I don't think this is how to do vehicle maintenance. This is how to get bit by zombies on the other side of this tree. Yeah, smash. I like how much care. Oh, good. I forgot to take out my lead pipe, and now I'm scratched and bleeding on my hand. Even though it was very clearly I used my elbow. Did that ruin my glove? No, it didn't. I just got scratched through the glove. Okay, well, now I am the biggest idiot. This is how to level up first aid skill. The silver lining is, of course, I can't get zombieified from a scratch on glass. And I did that for a garbage bag. Terrific. Yeah, we're grinding first aid. If you take a look at my skills, so here, for all you AA raiders, here is the information about this character, if you are interested. Here's my stats. As you can see, I am very fit, very strong. I didn't even check if that door was locked. It was, though, locked. Very fit, very strong, full of good skills here. This was a make my own, so I made my own unemployed. And my traits, if you want more information, the exclamation mark about has the trait list. You think I left tools in the upside down car? Yeah, that's why I'm driving the taxi. I was gonna head to the upside down car. Forging for beginners. But now I'm in, like, more pain because I cut myself. So, terrific. So yeah, that about has more information about the character. It has been 3.5 months, and I've killed just shy of 2,000 zombies, primarily with a lead pipe. And this is a play on being Ash Williams from Ash from Evil Dead, but I, of course, don't use a boomstick all that often, and don't run around with a chainsaw arm. I wish. But no. What is it doing? Cigarettes. And I am positioned in West Point, which is the northern central city. And one of the rules of this series is that I don't really leave West Point or Valley Point area. I stick to the geographically just West Point or Valley Point. And there's some other rules as well, but those are the important ones. So the map there with the map command, it centers around roughly where I live, which is the large warehouse of West Point. I also, as you can see in the orange text here, have never found a sledgehammer. I am 3.5 months in, having searched just about every possible facility that would have a sledgehammer, and I've never found one, which is a huge joke of the series, that I'm somehow cursed always to search and never to find. I've searched every major point of interest that exists in Valley Point and West Point. Oh, come on. Don't ruin my tires. Boo. Stupid speed bumps. And still, oh, Jesus. Still no sledgehammer, because they don't exist. Get out of the road! Silly jaywalkers. Can a sledgehammer spawn on a zombie? Not that I've ever seen. I'm not gonna say no, but I've never seen it. I've seen them spawn with, like, obviously you've seen shotguns and well, not rifles, but shotguns and handguns. That's pretty common. And then pistols, and I've even seen like a katana or so. Do I use a map? What do you mean? Like a map in my inventory? If then, no? I don't think it's a bug. I think it's just famously bad luck. Extraordinarily bad luck. Which, in a way, I find hilarious. So right now, I'm driving back towards the Valley Point Mall to try to find a jack and lug wrench, because I left it behind. The bit.ly link there is actually the Zomboid map, just centered on where I live. I think I've seen once ever, like, a zombie spawn with a katana, which is exceedingly rarer than a sledgehammer. So it might be possible, but it's probably extraordinarily unlikely. Uh-oh. Gotta watch where I'm going. So this is the drag strip and old airport that's just there. What do you have? You have... Is that a spear on you? You're making me drive into thicket here. Alright, so I should be coming up on the vehicle that I flipped. That was awesome. I did a quadruple, I think, barrel roll with this this truck I'm about to happen upon, and I might have left my tools in the trunk, because I was so dang surprised that I had done such an epic barrel roll. It should be right, yeah, here it is. Let's also radio. Wrong channel. Edit presets. We're gonna go with 96. Call it weather. Put the volume to not ear blasting. Alright, so now I can listen in, see if there's any radio happening. Which day, by the way? Today is October 23rd, and it's 3 months, 16 days in. Nope, it's not in this trunk. It's got to be closer to the burn. Don't go, or let's check the glove box, but it wouldn't be in there either. I like how comfortable with the broken femur my guy is. It's funny. Yeah, I think it's in the cop car as well. It's in one of those burn vehicles. Show skills, here you go. So there shouldn't be a lot of zombies where I'm driving now, because I spent like a whole week murdering thousands here. Here we go, weather report. I don't want to get too close to the mall when it's not raining though, because then the mall gets destroyed more. Because it's on fire. So this will be like a snatch and grab. Okay, well, it's not in there. It's just dirty leather strips. How can you level your foraging? By foraging. I know it sounds like I'm sassing you, but believe it or not, you level up a skill by using it. Mostly. Okay, so it wasn't that vehicle. So here's the remnants of me burning thousands of zombies. I'm just having to drive real slow because I don't want to bust up my my tires here on all the debris. And there is no mods that I'm using. This is vanilla. Vanilla. There is multiplayer in Project Zomboid, but the current branch, which is all the experimental features that they're adding in soon, are not multiplayer. So there's multiple branches of Zomboid. There's the Beta 41, and then there's Branch 40. Branch 40 has multiplayer, but there's a lot of content that they've recently added in that is not yet multiplayer. And that's why people are excited for Branch 41 to gain multiplayer. Soon? Yeah, I have no idea when soon is, though. This is Zomboid we're talking about, which has been in development since, like, 2007. So this branch might get multiplayer tomorrow or 2023. No joke. Well, I don't think it would take 2023, but... So this is the mall that I was, I set on fire here, and I'm still looking for my tools. I will, however, take a free car key. What kind of car key is this? To a bull driver. So probably to this red one. You know, actually... This red truck looks to be in pretty good condition. Maybe I tow it home. And this is the Valley Point Mall. That's the location I'm at, if you're wondering. The Valley Point, the multiplex movie theater's that way, and then the mall is how do I point there? This way. Yeah, this bull driver is in awesome condition, so I'm gonna want to tow this bad boy home. Let's see. Ooh, bandages. I mean, if I'm towing it home, I don't necessarily need to loot it. But yeah, it's in really good condition. How big's the trunk? 123. So it's in really good condition with a huge trunk. Hi, puppy. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, my countdown timer and schedule can be found at Rhadamant.com. A link to that can be found in the description. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, everybody.